basically just won them 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, it is going to be 1-for-1 here.
1-for-1.
Fariko.Dragons and TEC UK both having a map here. As we're actually going to go on
to best of 3 or best of 5?
I believe this is a best of 5 here in pool play. So we're actually going to go. The next map is going to be capture the flag on slums, and that's going to be see who takes this. Like I said, I think now that Fariko.Dragons they've got the momentum. They've just won that. You can see already from where we're sitting that they are more pumped up stage.
Yeah.
It's very much a momentum team. They're going to feel a lot better. Amaze is one of those very vocal players, sort of the captain of that team.
He likes to scream.
If he can get his team pumped up, they can start moving forward.
Yeah, it's definitely like this Fariko squad is scary just because of their chemistry. They've been around for a long time and they're all really good friends with each other, and they're just a chemistry team. Like I said, if they work together and they gel how they're supposed to, how they've been gelling for all these years, they're going to be a dangerous squad to mess with. Especially, I think Amaze. Amaze is probably one of their best players. Just his leadership role and the way he pumps up his team are actually really vital keys.
I agree with that. I mean, like I said, I did see these guys play TCM in Cologne recently.
Yep.
And it did seem like maybe TCM have the better players.
Yeah.
But Fariko are the better team.
Yeah, exactly.
You could just tell that they rely on each other a lot more. They're a lot more meshed together in everything they do. And even though you did see, like, case in point, the first hard point game in Cologne, TCM massively outslayed the Dragons. But the Dragons, they just kept together. They didn't let their heads get down. They just kept pushing, and eventually they won it. And they took down TCM, which nobody expected to happen. That was an upset. Yeah. I mean, Dragons losing here is an upset. So we're going to see if they can start to really use that chemistry to push forward and get into this now. I believe Amaze is actually just going to the toilet. He's just left stage to go to the toilet.
Was the Fariko versus TCM hardpoint like close, or did they?
It was incredibly close. It was it come all the way down to the last hardpoint, and it just seemed like I said TCM massively outslayed the Dragons, but the Dragons were just picking up the points.
I just think that Fariko was able to make those vital kills, like those really important ones. Like I think TCM, what made them come close to beating Fariko was the fact that they were able to outslay them and kind of like relieve the pressure off hills, but the Fariko team won.
Just kept throwing themselves
because they kept throwing themselves and picking off the kids. Why did I say that? But picking off the players that were head glitching the hard point or kind of just sitting in it rather than players outside of it. And like you said, they kind of just love to feed into the hard point, and that's what makes them a dangerous team. Players that don't necessarily send multiple people to the hard point will lose versus this Dragons team.
Well, it does seem like Fariko, they seem to play a little bit looser than the other teams we have seen. They all seem to be rotate around a little bit more, make sure, just like I said, their chemistry makes it so they rely on each other a lot. They know that person's got their back. They know what the other person's going to do. We actually saw it earlier on, and I just think Fariko could now start to take this. I think they're going to probably take this capture to the flag. They're going to get pumped up.
If everyone is doing their job, then they're a dangerous team. I know that might kind of sound weird because if everyone's doing their job, any team's going to be doing good. But it's really hard to explain. It's not like that at all. It's not like that for most teams. Like let's say teams like Envious, for example. If you have JCap go off, it's just going to be so easy. But like this team, like they don't need anybody to just outperform. They just need to all work together, do their job. Anyone can do just average as long as they're working together, picking up the important kills, setting in the hard point. They're going to play well, and they're going to win.
Now, as we are still waiting for the players to actually jump back in, I think we've seen them returning to the stage. I'm asking you a few questions. How are you feeling about LA?
I'm pumped. I live there, so the venue and all that stuff is
about 45-minute drive. You told me.
Yeah.
I'm flying 11 hours. It's 45 minutes down the road for you.
It's really not that exciting in terms of I'm going to Beverly Hills. I've been there before, so it's nothing. But I'm just excited for the event in general, the way it's being publicized, and all the good things I hear about the event and how it's supposed to be really exciting and all the intros and stuff like that. And I think there's like a pre-ceremony before the event, not before the event, before we actually play.
Well, it is a big thing. Like I said, a lot of the qualifiers in Cologne that I was at a few weeks ago, I had to keep coming back to it, but the raw emotion from some of these players qualifying was just incredible. I mean, you saw their faces. I saw tears of joy from some of the players because they really want to go over to LA and prove it. And obviously, I'm fairly certain that you were quite confident whatever happened, you were going to LA. Winning MLG Dallas was certainly a bonus for you guys because that's put you kind of at the top there. Kind of favourites now to do some serious damage in LA.
Yeah, the way our team is right now is we're really confident in our roster. We all believe we have the best possible, strongest, most. Man, we're like the most balanced team. Like the way I see it, we're all pretty good at every game mode, and you know, we all have that one player that will just go off at some point and just make it so much easier. Like we pretty much on LAN at MLG, one of us would go off like every map. Like we'd take turns, and it just made everything so much easier. We could have all played average and, you know, still won our games, but we would like blow out some teams. It was nuts. Like, it's not cocky at all. I'm just being extremely confident. Like, my teammates are amazing, and I'm
well,
really
I think you have every right to feel confident. I said, just won MLG Dallas. You're hoping for the win here this weekend, coming up against some of the best teams in Europe. A few of them, obviously, which will be seeing you in LA. Most notably, obviously, Fariko Dragons. Millennium are here as well from from France. We do have the Prophecy team, the full lineup, because they're actually going to be there with Clayster, but they're all sort of spread across multiple teams. You will be seeing them over there. Who do you think is going to be your competition really for this EU event?
This EU event, I think it depends on how the bracket is. I'm not sure who we'll come across on, assuming we make it to finals. But I think Prophecy, they're pretty much the strongest EU team here, at least from what I know. Epsilon's supposed to be pretty good. I'm not sure how they are without Excellency now. And then you got, I think, the Curse team, who has just a lot of experienced players, and a lot of players that have been playing for a long time on their team, so they could really do some damage if they catch fire.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that actually pans out. I believe we are just waiting for one person to actually reconnect back into this lobby, and we will get going here with... Oh, apparently they switched host again. We haven't noticed. It doesn't come up on our screen, unfortunately.
Yeah, it glitches. It's the LAN lobbies like to freeze up and stuff like that. And
there we go. We are actually jumping in. I believe we're actually going to start this game up any second now. Like I said, it was actually on our screen. It does have a little bit of a freeze there, so we didn't actually know they were in a different lobby. There we go. Game starting. Slums capture the flag. 1-1 currently for these two teams. Fariko Dragons versus TEC.UK.
I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. It's either going to be the fact that Fariko Dragons are so aggressive that might win them this, or the ability of Realize and Legend, and not Legend, I think Moose, who are both using ARs in this map, so it might shut them down. Oh, actually, never mind. Moose is not using
well, the TEC dominated the hard point, and that's not something we expected at all. Like I said, Dragons, they're going to feel a little bit better. They've just taken that round back, so I think they're going to be. It's going to be a close game, certainly. TEC definitely better on the respawn at the moment. We all knew that Fariko Dragons have a strong S&D game, so let's see how this starts to pan out here as we jump on board with Realize. Let's just go with someone a little bit more aggressive than him as we can jump on board with Legend.
Yeah, what I like to see, or what I want to see on this map, is I want to see players using like the AN94. The AN94, a lot of EU players, I don't think like it. I see a lot of M8s usually, at least from what I've seen now. But on a map like this, where it's kind of a medium range map, the AN94 is an absolute beast of a weapon if you can get up close, and it just does the damage from all sorts of ranges.
It does look like TEC being the more aggressive at the moment. He tries to get the flag. There is someone on the other side of this bin. Can he pick him up? Yes, ooh, great play there from Moose. Unfortunately gets shut down at the last second by Maze, who comes back to clean that up. But there you go. TEC do seem to be playing aggressive. They want to pull a flag early by the look of it.
Yeah, I think what is it? The TC lineup are actually using 2 ARs right now. They do have the good side, so they really need to go for the spawn trap or just be a lot more aggressive on the blue side and really get into Fariko's face. I think Fariko's just going to try to hold down this mid-map setup, and, you know, if a flag cap does somehow come their way, they'll take it, but they're going to try to just play defensively, considering they're on the bad side.
Well, it looks like that's exactly what they're doing there. You can actually see the Fariko lineup here on the mini-map are holding that middle area. They're not pushing too hard, and every time they do, they're getting shut down. So it looks like they're just more map control for them sort of guys, rather than trying to push hard like you said. So now on board with TEC Moose. Can they break out of this sort of trap they've been put in, and they need to get through these choke points in the middle of the map? Yeah, what I want to see is, I'm not too sure how EU players like to have their class setups, or they like to use flag jag and stuff like that. But I think what will really benefit this TC lineup, especially breaking a defensive setup, is smoke. Smoke just, not only does it paranoid players, considering they have to watch the smoke as a player runs through it, but it also closes in the distance. And ooh, Moose just, I think, turned on Fizzy. That was a nasty play. He's actually, you know what, instead of going straight for the spawn trap that you see some players would do, he's actually just trying to make sure he's cleaned up and kept his back clean, essentially, to make sure, it didn't work out for him in the end. He did actually get dropped, but like I said, they do look like they're going for a flagpole early here. Well, not early, so much early anymore, but they do want this flag. You can see they're being more aggressive every single time. Fariko didn't really want to push up between mid-map. Yeah. TEC, every time, they've gone straight through mid-map at the Fariko players, and then, like I said, they are hoping to get a little bit lucky, lock down the spawn and get in there.
TEC actually has map control right now, so it's really going to be up to Fariko to hold down their base, and Luke does a great job of that, securing the 2-piece on TC. And Bader is just going to try to hold down this brick as his team spawns up. He puts shots into a guy coming in grave, and he's just going to hold down this brick side and, you know, help his teammates get map control again.
Yeah, Beta now looking like he's actually pushed forward. I said TEC, seeing quite a thing there. Even though they didn't have map control for a second, he's actually pushed forward, going to give his teammates a little bit of breathing room, and he's now trying to hold it. He's going to wait for his teammates to get up, and I think we're actually going to see another TEC push as soon as they are in a position. Like I said, problem is now, battle lines have been drawn. They're now all trying to get these kills. Maze picks up 1 kill. Beta moving into that police spawn, doesn't pick it up area. Fariko have deflected this pressure for the meantime.
Yeah, actually, and Fariko just managed to get a sneak pull. I'm not sure who's doing that mellow right now. If he gets through this brick side, it's a guaranteed flag cap. I'm not sure if any of the... Oh, this is going to be a flag cap. This is definitely going to be a flag cap. There's no way that they can stop this. I don't see... The only thing I think TEC could do right now is try to get a counter cap by cleaning up the players. Oh, he's going to get challenged. He gets naded. Oh, this is going to be huge if they can make this kill.
They're all there.
And... Oh.
They can't get it in.
Can Maze do it? Can Maze do it? Wait. Oh,
there you go. Fortunately, they got it. That was close there. TEC comes so close to actually just stopping that as it just managed to hammer through the middle.
Yep.
And wow, that was actually great play there from Fariko. Like I said, they all went really defensive, and Mello had managed to sneak past that battle line and get right round the back.
He was there, and I'm a caster. That's nuts.
And as soon as Fariko got a few kills, he went, you know what, I'm taking this and I'm going.
Fariko did a really good job of trading, and that's essentially all Capture the Flag is trading kills, and you know, they ended up coming up on top of that trade because it just really went. TEC gets a kill, Fariko gets a kill. TEC gets a kill, Fariko gets a kill until Fariko did manage to get that flag.
And that was it. Like I said, they just set up so well, and it does look like Fariko do have it a little bit more their own way. They've got a cushion, so they know, you know what, we're going to even run out this last 30 seconds and not worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But that's going to give them great for this next half because we've seen all the pressure really from TEC, and that's pretty much the only work Fariko have done. Yep. Mello pulled the flag and he just run it all the way home until he got stopped in the last second. Yeah. His teammates had enough numbers around that flag to put it in.
And the thing is that Fariko managed to get a flag cap on the bad side, which is actually really rare. So, you know, the fact that they were able to do that, it's gonna help them so much more. Legend actually has an opportunity to build score streaks here. Then he gets cleaned up. He was on that 2-kill spree, and if he picked up a flag and maybe got a kill or two, that would have been a hellstorm right there.
Yeah, maybe not really necessary for him to actually push into that actual hard point, though, because, like I said, it was only about 10 seconds left, and he backed off, wait till the next round, pick up a few kills there, build up a score streak, and then go. Like I said, they now have work to do, and they're going to be on this side where, you know what, you've got to give it to Dragons now. They just seem to be playing better.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're gelling. They're gelling a lot better than the Swedish team is. And I'm not Swedish team. I keep thinking there's the Swedish TC team. There's just they just got off the stage. So I'm a little bit confused. But as you get, realizes not having too good of a game. Bader as well. These two were actually their star players in the last few games. Realize going big in the hard point, and Bader going big in SMD and the hard point as well.
Yeah, going to jump on board with Amaze now. They are currently 1-0 up. Can they hold it? Does look like Amaze trying to pick up that kill, and he does. And I do think we're actually see Fariko be a little bit more passive. They know they've got the better side. If they got the opportunity, they're actually going to push forward. But other than that, I don't see them putting an awful lot of pressure on TEC because they know they don't have to. They're not going to want to make any mistakes anywhere and let them get back into this game because at the moment, this is their game to lose.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is Fariko is going to go with this either 2 or 3 AR setup and kind of just play defensively. Although this is the good side, this side you can actually play defense with a lot easier considering you have that fountain.
It does look like TEC starting to get a little bit of their own way. They have actually pushed up here, realised, trying to hold this area in the middle, and it doesn't look like he got the kills necessary. He needed to make them kills there so his teammates could push forward because now you're going to see Fariko, as he just saw there, they're going to have the numbers back. It's going to be so hard for them to get anywhere.
Perfectly, exactly how they're supposed to be if they're up by 1, especially since now they're on the good side. All you got to do is rotate back. It's relatively easy to stop a flagpole on the side that Fariko's on.
Oh,
Realize doing all he can right now, holding down blue. But Fariko does manage to break the setup. They do know that there are players in the back, so they're just going to play defensively. They're playing perfectly right now.
You can actually see on the mini-map there in the bottom right icon, you can actually see TEC. They're now putting the pressure on. They know they're in trouble. They know they've got to make this play. And Fariko desperately trying to hold off the pressure there. There we go. Picking up one for Legend. Now he's going to try and move around the back. He has support of a teammate in the middle. If he can pick that up, that is, they have the numbers. They've got to take this anchor off the back, and he's got it away. And they actually have a great setup there. This could be trouble now for Fariko.
This could be trouble, yeah, like you said. Oh, but he does. Who made that kill? I believe it was Fizzy. Fizzy made the entrance kill in the middle, and they're going to have 2 players flood through blue. This is actually going to be really big if Luke can manage to stop this or delay it for his team. But he's getting closed in on. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Oh, yeah, unfortunate there. He actually had 3 players around him. And there we go. TEC pulling the flag back as they put that in, making it 1-1. Great play by TEC there. They managed to pick up the kills in the right place.
Legend made a huge play by getting that flag out while the guy was on the fountain. Fariko just needs to cut their losses and, you know, just go back, rotate over, and, you know, start over, because that's all you really can do now that you're tied. So.
It does look like Fariko are pushing up hard, but they've actually been deflected by TEC now. Fizzy still on that police spawn, and he looks like he's now going to try and hold it a little bit while his teammates get up. Give him a little bit of a shock. However, there are no players there. He's actually looking for no one. He gets shut down from the side as TEC now looking, you know, they're looking stronger.
Yeah, they're actually they're picking it up. Is this the EU team's good side? This bad side? We call it the bad side because there's pretty much when you got to rotate, you got to go all the way around the building. But I mean these UK teams are actually making this side their bitch.
They most certainly are. And still on board with Big Beta. He's on a 4-kill streak. The TEC team do look so strong right now. He's going to pop out. That kill was essential there. If they can pick up this one, this could be another flag away, and they are set up. However, you can see there on the minimap, there is actually a player back there. If he can pick up that kill, who is that player? Luke in a position. He's going to pull it away.
We get this kill. If he gets TEC, oh.
Legend, great kill from him.
Fariko's making the mistake of playing chokes. They're kind of just having guys try to flank, play sneaky. As you saw, I think Mello got that flag last time by being sneaky. They're making the mistake. They have the good side. They have the easier side to rotate to. You don't need to play sneak, and this is gonna punish them. Bader now taking the lead with flags, and he's got his score streaks.
So good play from the TEC line. Look at that, Big Bader, 5 kills. TEC moves. He's got 6 kills there, and they, like I said, they now look a lot stronger. They're beating the more aggressive team, and that's worked out for them. We've said this before on Capture the Flag. Yeah. If you go too defensive, eventually you're going to get broken through, and they're going to take the flag away, and then you've got nothing. However, it does look like that flag. Fizzy has pulled it away. Jumping on board with him. Can he actually get up these stairs? So heavily stunned. And there are players all about. The smoke goes up. He has the cover. And you actually see the TEC lineup trying to push forward hard.
Use score streaks. This is where Bader needs to call on his score streaks. He's out in the open. But it doesn't seem like they need him. TC's breaking the setup and realized with the return. Big play by him and his squad.
As well.
Oh, he might be able to get this. Oh, that was sloppy by both of them, to be honest. But like I said, Fariko really needs to come up big, or else they're going to lose this map.
They've only got 34 seconds left. They're going to go all out attack. I'm on board with the Mace, who's now in the flag area, trying to pick up one. He gets the flag, gets shut down by TEC, and this is going to be a problem because they don't have the numbers to carry this through, I believe.
I just don't see it happening. Bader's using his score streaks. If they can get away.
TEC deflected all of it there, got the 3 kills, and that's pretty much going to be game over for Fariko. Dragons, they drop yet another map here at EGL. And you know what? I thought for a minute their Dragons had it, but they were just too passive. They rested on their laurels, and TEC, you saw them, they kept coming at them. Great plays from Big Beta. He made sure they got the kills in the right area, and every time they challenged around that garage area, you know what, Fariko lost the kills. They lost the gunfights, and that you can't lose gunfights in that area.
Like, I don't know how you can. You have so much cover. You have the garage, you have this white van, the yellow dumpster, you even have the fountain, and the Jeeps in the back. I just don't see how that happened. TC just outplayed them, simple as that. They made the kills they needed to. They broke the setup just as they should, and they got those flags out.
They most certainly did. And this is going to be really interesting, this next one.